As we've taken you throughout the rest of your Monday, things should be mostly dry. There is a weak frontal passage moving areas throughout the straits right now that has sparked up just a few lone showers, even a rumble of thunder right over Lake Michigan. Notice the majority of northern Michigan at this point is staying dry, so that's really going to be the only rain chance we talk about for the rest of tonight. Still thinking the majority of us will be dry as we continue past midnight getting into your Tuesday morning. On one of the other main topics of discussion, unfortunately, still going to be some more haze to track as we are going into the day tomorrow. Here's a look at some of the data coming in. Areas right near the tip of the Met, you just see a few specks of green there. That's your rain chance as we take you throughout the rest of your Monday. Again, most of us should be looking mostly dry, partly cloudy to mostly clear, and some hazy skies as we take you past midnight getting into your Tuesday morning. Now, as we're going throughout most of tomorrow, that also will be trending mostly dry. Still going to have to talk about some of that haze as we're going throughout the day on Tuesday. Also notice the little red arrows coming in from the south, so that's going to help to build in some more heat and some more humidity as we're going throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures for tomorrow, we're easily back into the 80s for a lot of spots. We could even be pushing into the 90s throughout a few areas. If we have more cloud cover, it's going to be a little bit further off to the north, and there is a system just off to the north, areas right there near Lake Superior. You do see a little bit of rain there on the map, so we're going to keep a small chance for some of our northern communities by the time we're getting later into the day tomorrow. Despite that, still thinking most of our Tuesday will be on a mostly dry note. Now, the overall better rain chances as we are going throughout this week will be coming in as we are getting into the day on Wednesday, even still following that by the time we are reaching your Thursday. Here's a look at the future radar as we're going throughout the day on Wednesday. Especially areas throughout northern lower, you do notice our fair share of at least some scattered rain and storms. So that's going to be a forecast we'll pay a little bit closer attention to as far as the rain goes for midweek. Until then, it's going to be about the haze, unfortunately, getting into the day tomorrow where you're seeing some of those lighter yellow shadings on the map. We still could be talking about some of that haze closer to the surface as we're getting into the day tomorrow. Things to keep in mind if you have asthma, any sort of respiratory issues, and the humidity. You're definitely going to notice that still, too, for tomorrow. Dew points are still going to be well into the 60s. So we're still talking about that haze. We're talking about the heat, and we're going to be talking about that muggy feeling once again as we're going throughout the day tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get your live weather stations outside right now. Pickford, even into the Upper Peninsula, still talking about some very warm conditions. Current temperature right now in the low 80s. Current number sits right there at 82 degrees. And also talking about Everett right now, the northern lower, just a touch warmer, still some mid-80s for you there with your current temperature right now at 86 degrees. Here's where we'll go for the overnight period tonight. Not a lot of relief from the heat. Still numbers as we get past midnight tonight. A lot of us right there into the 60s. Overall, a light wind and really no rain chances to speak of, just despite a few of those passing showers near the straits early on this evening. Still thinking the majority of us are dry getting into the day tomorrow. Temperatures, it's another hot day as we go throughout your Tuesday. Eastern upper tip of the mid, still plenty of 80s. Again, a little bit farther off to the west, areas throughout the Upper Peninsula. Later into the day, we'll have to watch the trends. Still could talk about a few passing showers and storms. I think that's really going to be the best chance for any rain as we get into the day tomorrow. South of the Mackinac Bridge, it's just going to be hot, humid, and hazy. Take a look at your numbers right here. Upper 80s. If not, we're sneaking in a few low 90s, and that's just going to be your air temperature, not factoring in the humidity. Similar conditions as we take you towards the sunrise side, even closer to the immediate lakeshore. It will be a warmer day, mid to upper 80s. Farther inland, right there up M33, you're still talking about some more low 90s as we get right there into the afternoon. Even still, as we go a little bit farther south, right there into some of our southern communities, you're still going to be talking about your fair share of some heat as well. Southwest wind will keep you right there at about 5 to 10 miles per hour as we take you throughout your Tuesday. Let's get you the next 7 days. It's a hot, hazy day, Jody, as we go throughout tomorrow. Better rain chances do return as we take you throughout midweek Wednesday, getting into the day on Thursday. Also notice your temperatures as we're going into late week. A little bit of a cool down leading into the weekend, talking about more 60s, if not some 70s.